happy life is more important than how many If you know me, then you know how obsessed I am with local economies when I travel, especially currencies. Here as a tourist is by having cold hard cash. The first day I arrived, I exchanged $800 and got this, 25 million Iranian riyals. Aside from there being a lot of zeros to calculate whenever you buy something, it gets even more confusing. They have two systems for counting money. Riyals, their official currency like I just explained, and Tuman, which is like the riyal without the last zero.
To give you an idea, look at this note for example, which is 500,000 riyals. But people, to make it easier, they just remove one of the zeros. So it's 50,000 Tuman.
When you go to buy something, you don't know if it's riyal or Tuman unless it's written. So you have to ask, is it Tuman?
Tuman. So 4,008,000.
Yeah, 10.
As a traveler, you need to ask if it's riyal or Tuman.
And sometimes in the market I've noticed they say it's 2 Tuman, but that just confuses me even more.
Yes, that's right, because the local people for 5,000 Tuman, just to make it much easier, they just say 5 Tuman. And even they had the idea before when this money was printed to remove the zero. So it's very easier. You can see just 50.
Oh, look, yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. I just started streaming.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's play one where you find choice hammer, and then another one where you actually win.
When we think about expensive cities, we think about Singapore, or Zurich, or New York, or Hong Kong. But who thinks about your wallet? If it happens you have never returned to the city before, have you?
So, I was playing Rise of Nations. Strategy game, online Roblox strategy game. You become countries, you go to war with countries. Yeah. So, you know how England, Britain was, they were trying to form the British Empire.
And what's happening?
So basically, like, you heard about the Rise of Nations, Britain, all that stuff. Okay, so basically, I was playing Rise of Nations in Roblox, and then I was like, heck with it, I'm gonna make my own country. So I became the US, and then I kicked Spain out of North and South America, and I kicked France out of the Caribbean. And then Britain took Canada, and then Britain tried to annex me. Then I took Canada. Then I took all of the Pacific Islands in Oceania. Then I took New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, and Australia. And you know what happened? Britain was like...
Younger than SMGs with big blue. You are way more accurate.
I'm gonna let you say your thing, and then I'm gonna continue the story.
Yeah, continue.
Okay, so basically, after I took Australia, Britain was like, okay, white peace, but you're gonna have to pay me 30 mil every year. And I was like, I'm the one winning the war here. And he's like, no, I'm winning. And I'm like, in 1 year, I took an entire continent from you. How were you winning? Because I'm winning. That's the thing, right? Then Britain was like, hey, if you don't surrender right now, I am going to call my allies, and then we're going to start a world war. And then we had to start a world war. And then I had attacked Indonesia. The Dutch owned Indonesia, of course. And then, yeah, I see that. And then I kicked the Dutch out of Indonesia. I took over the Philippines, Brunei, and then they were like, stop, just stop trying. And then they're like, you know you're gonna lose. And I'm like, I'm the one winning. Raph, I knocked one. Oh, shoot. With a charged shotgun. I am at 22 health and I'm going to die. Just reboot me. No, you have 12. Yeah, you can. So I'm gonna continue the story. So then, but I need, okay. And so, what I did was, after taking Indonesia, they were like, frick it, I'm gonna retreat to Singapore, and you're not going to attack us. I was like, yes, I am going to attack you. And then Britain is an idiot, and he asked Denmark to freaking join the war. And Denmark's like, okay, I just want to take over Canada, and then I'll stop with the war. And then like freaking like Denmark tries marching 7 million troops into Canada from Greenland, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna take Greenland and Iceland from you. And then I took Greenland and Iceland, and Denmark is like nothing anymore. It's just one small country. Then like freaking Britain's like, hey, I'm gonna retreat from Singapore. You better not touch it. No. Yeah, sure. Then Britain's like, you're not gonna attack, are you? And then I'm like, of course not. Then I did attack. No, I did attack, but not with troops or tanks. I nuked the city.
So you hit Hitler?
Hitler never nuked anything.
No.
Yes, I did nuke the city. Yeah. Yeah, finish this. What? Craft?
You know how, are you putting the code?
Yeah, I'm trying to, but like I don't know if it's still on my thing.
So right, you know how.
Default death end's not here anymore. You wanna do the neon race?
Sure.
You're gonna finish.
If there's time where you could get a part of Czechoslovakia,
Yeah, yeah, then like he said they would get a part of Czechoslovakia on the terms that he wouldn't invade the rest of Czechoslovakia. You know what's the weirdest part of that meeting between Italy, Germany, France, and Britain? You know what's the weirdest thing about that meeting, Raf? Exactly. I'm guessing we all knew that from Oversimplified.
Yes, we did.
Oversimplified. This is so interesting.
Russian Revolution is so funny.
Exactly. Well, you're in France, and you're in Britain, and then you're in Germany, and then like, and you're in Russia, and there's farmers farming. That's so funny.
I hate you.
Exactly. That's the thing, dude. I missed. That's the thing, oversimplified. This is what he does. He mixes history with comedy. Rasputin. Remember when he was talking? Oh my eyes! Remember when he was talking about Rasputin? Yeah, can I finish this? Yeah, exactly. Hey, I'm gonna go to war with Japan, and we're gonna win. A year later, we're losing. It's so weird. Can I get back to the story with Britain?
Yeah.
Well, then I nuked Singapore, then I took over Singapore. And then I was like, hey, I'm going to only put 100,000 troops here. And then it took 5 armies. The Dutch, the Indonesians, the Singaporeans, the freaking British. and the Malaysians to take over one city. Imagine taking 5 armies. I messed up.
When you're at like level 7, can you imagine?
Sure.
Yeah.
And I was like, it took 5 armies to take one city. Like imagine, 5 armies, 300,000 of each, 300,000 people in each army. It took all of them and the Dutch. Like when I say the Dutch, as in the Dutch, all of the entire Dutch army that was in Indonesia, they lost, they died. So basically, over 1 million troops stormed Singapore against 100,000. One of the armies was lost.
Okay,
And they were like, and I was like, haha, I'm winning now. You know? And I was like,
wait, what country are you?
the United States, but I took over all of America and the Caribbean and Oceania. And almost all of Southeast Asia. Oh frick, I'm on level 9. I'll wait for you on the quad crasher.
Yeah, and then we race there.
Yeah, we do that. So then we attack. And they're like, hey, we're so good at the game. It took 5 armies to take one city. What if 4 armies stormed Jakarta and took over the freaking... Oh, you have to go. Can I continue the story later?
Text me about it.
No, I won't text you about it because that's gonna be like a 5-hour text. Cause that's how long it took.